Hello, it is February 2nd, and I'm back with the daily devotional. It is titled Life Seasons, and as I was reading this, it spoke to my life because I got some good news yesterday. We are expecting our fifth grandbaby in August, and that's another season for us to experience, and babies are blessings, and so I'm overwhelmed with excitement. So with that being said, I hope everybody's having a great week, a great beginning to a new week. And so a new week can be a new season. We need to take it as a positive thing. I know I'm going to try to do that more. No matter what goes on, I'm going to take it as a season that I am living through, that God has placed me in that season. So with that being said, I will go ahead and get started on the daily devotion. And like I said, it's titled Life's Seasons. And I have a scripture. It is found in Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is an occasion for everything and a time for every activity under heaven. And that's found in Ecclesiastes 3:1. And I will get started with the devotion. The beauty in the way God designs the four seasons is that though each one is distinct, they all work together to bring life and growth. Spring is a period of fresh and new life. Summer sees growth and productivity. Autumn is a time for harvesting the rewards of past labor. Winter is the season of dormancy and closure. Okay. That's a good way to look at everything we go through. Everything in our life can be seen as a season, and there's always going to be new and dormant and closure, and if we look at it that way, like if something happens and it's a bad thing, well, we got a new season to look forward to, and maybe all good will come next. So okay, each season has its own unique beauty and makes a significant contribution to life. Just as God planned seasons in nature, He planned seasons in life as well. So just as God planned seasons in nature, He planned seasons in life as well. Life has its springtime when we begin new things and look excitedly towards the future. Summer comes and we work diligently in the heat of the day at all God has assigned to us. With autumn comes fruition of things begun at an earlier time in our lives. Winter brings an end to a particular period in our lives. Sometimes winter brings hardship, but we remain hopeful for another spring is just around the corner. So if we keep that in mind for every season that we go through, whether it's good or bad, but particularly if we're having a hard time, we know that, there's a spring coming in our life and we can start again, start new. Like each day is, it could be a new season that next day because we did something, maybe it was a little hard, we lost somebody, or, we were sick. There's always a new around the corner. So we got to keep that in mind. In God's perfect design for our lives, He has planned for times of fruitfulness and activity. He will also build in times of quiet and rest. There will be times when He asks us to remain faithful doing the same work day after day. But there will also be periods of excitement and new beginnings. By God's grace, we will enjoy seasons of harvesting the fruit of our faithfulness. By God's grace, we will all also overcome the cold winters of heartache and grief. For without winter, there would be no spring. Just as it is with the seasons of nature, these seasons in our lives work together to bring about God's perfect will for each of us. And that is so true, and that's kind of like what I was trying to say as I was reading the devotional. We can take things and we can take them. There's several ways we can take things that happens in our lives, but if we take it as a season that God has put us in, and we know the next day is going to be better, we know the next season is going to be better. We just need to get into our Bibles and seek God in every season that we go through, and He's going to be blessing us, but we have to show our faithfulness as well. So, that's the way I feel. God needs to see that we're faithful, and so that our fruits can grow, and we can, live to do God's will. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great day, and I will leave you with this, and I will see you tomorrow.